just go right into the story. And we're going to pick it up pretty much right after the Potatoes lose their first game. I might even run a couple of games live on here, but I don't know. I don't want to take up too much time. My goal is to make sure all of the lore parties that I run are wrapped up in an hour or less. Now, once the serious Dungeons and Dragons role players get here, if they want to continue, they can go up to 4 hours a party. But nobody has to do that. No, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like.
Yeah.
Now don't be surprised.
It'd be a lot to wrangle for yourself, and then, but like, if you could keep track of it, I mean, it could be fun.
Well, so far we're getting our pace, and we're doing it pretty analog, but our pace is about, I want to say 6 to 10 conflicts in an hour, and that's
Yeah,
the
that's not
analog
bad.
pacing. You know, so I think the digital once we're playing through a gamepad, it might be 20 conflicts an hour, which means that we would probably a 4 hour session would produce 80 conflicts in that, which seems like a lot, but that's not that much. That's really not that much. That's about peak
Yeah.
limit of it being not fun to wrangle anymore.
I created a fandom account on my phone. It took like 1 minute.
Perfect.
So it's easy to do.
Super easy, and that's how we manage. Now I'm gonna go sit down with fandom, and in fact I need to talk to you about this because if you want to come as well, right? We're going to San Francisco, and we're gonna sit down. Fandom's right there, and I decided, okay, LA wasn't a good vibe. Let's just go straight to San Francisco. Sit down with fandom, make them give us our ad revenue for one, because they put ads all over the thing. I'm like, okay, I kind of don't mind, but give us 35%, and then I want to talk to him about your account being when you're on fandom, when you're on Press Pass fandom, that like your account is registered to Press Pass fandom with your character, meaning like only you can edit your page and we can edit your page, but that's it.
Yeah.
So that means that I can't. If I wasn't me, who? But anyway, that means if I was a player, I wouldn't be able to edit anybody's page except for my own. So we're gonna talk to him about doing a token gating interface, and then also making that a part of their fundamental product. I think a lot of communities would love that. So we have. Hi, Brendan. How you doing?
What up? What
Oh,
up?
good. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just came on to say that I cannot stay, unfortunately, but I just wanted to say hello. I have something else that's sort of urgent I have to take care of.
All good.
So
All good. We'll use that in the story.
What's that?
I said we'll use that exact thing that you're going through in the story. So you've already created impact.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope everything works out, Brendan.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
But I
good
just
luck.
wanted to say hello to everybody. All right. Thanks.
All right,
Talk to you.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
popping
Yeah.
in.
We'll speak soon.
I love Brandon.
Yeah, he's such a stand-up guy.
And I want to open up. Okay, so success B, let's onboard a character, and we're going to show everybody what this process is like. So this is going to be fun. And then we'll do a couple. And then we'll do maybe 3 or 4 conflicts after the game regarding Bison Spud Pig, and we'll wrap it up. We'll be out of here by 4:15, I think. I don't know what time it is in Biafra State. E-Success is in he's in West Africa right now. I don't know if your mic is working, but if it's not, then and nobody is ever compelled to talk. You can always just use the chat. Okay, so for now, let's. I want to know. He has a V1, so I want to know if he wants to be an ecosystem professional or a notable fan. And this is where our prompts come in. And if he's an E-Success, can you hear me, brother?
Yes, bro, I can hear you.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna put the Would you prefer to be a notable fan or an ecosystem professional?
Notable fan, notable fan.
Perfect. Yes, an Ego Pro. I love that. So while we're making this character, let me now that we understand the game experience, I can sort of explain what we're all doing. So the character is like a plot in a community garden. It's a property that you specifically own. Press Pass, the franchise, it has an immutable license to use it for in the way that we're using it. Uh, you know, so there you go. But you own the character, and anything that you're doing that's outside of professional sports storytelling or outside of Press Pass franchise storytelling, you have full license to do. We don't care, including stuff that we wouldn't do with the character because it's your property. So what we're doing is we're developing the property, and we're doing it in the nice, warm community garden of the Press Pass franchise intellectual property in the lore game. So uh, now, if you're going to be an ecosystem professional, we're going to go to the prompt here. We have 4 character styles in Press Pass. There's the syndicate player, team coach. There's the syndicate player, there's the team coach, there's the ecosystem professional, and there's notable fan. The version 1 registers the Eco Pro and the notable fan, and the version 2 registers the syndicate player or a team coach. So, oh wait, no, this image is garbage. I don't save the garbage ones. So we have a generator here that has the details, the baseline details for a character, like for an ecosystem professional character. Now, Eco Pro is the shorthand term for it. Eco Pro, ecosystem professional. I don't want, Eco Pro. Anyway, there's 3 subclasses. You can be a team staff ecosystem professional, a service professional like a popcorn vendor, or a media professional like I was. And so you have your profession, you have your alignment. Like all the characters have the same alignment chart, but in the ecosystem professional, they have their job. That's a key detail to them. They have the platform they work for. So on my generator here, they work for Wrestle Fighters Unanimous, which is basically our UFC, and we call it Run. RWUN. It's so stupid.
The
Anyway,
acronyms seriously kill me.
say what?
These types of things absolutely kill me, like our little acronyms or whatever.
Because they never stop. People are gonna go into the lore. They're gonna keep on finding these things and be like, these are so stupid. This isn't how acronyms work. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point.
It's comedy.
We have our own acronyms. So yeah. Anyway, I don't think Wrestle Fighters Unanimous exists in 1939. I don't think that starts for a little bit. So I'm gonna spin this again. Also, that image is trash. So we have a 43-year-old butler, alignment contrarian good. They work for a tabloid, so they're a media professional. Wait, so they're a butler that works for a tabloid. That's already hilarious. Oh, that image is powerful. They're driven by curiosity with a professional goal of impacting team philosophy. Does that sound like a good baseline? This is for e-success. So, if you want me to just put a guy together for you to play with, that might be the best way to do it, so that way there's not so much, like, open choice that you really kind of don't know the decisions you're making, and I think that's something that people are kind of overwhelmed by in Press Pass. So let's do it that way. And then that will be your 1939 character, and then if you want to kill that character and go into 1940 or reset 1939 with a new character, you're more than welcome to do that. But for now, we'll get you this guy. So let's come up with a name. E-success. If you want to type it in the chat, we'll make this. So we use a first, middle, and last name naming convention. Obviously, if they're from like a culture that only has one name or 2 names, then that's fine. That's been pretty rare so far. Okay, I'll speed this up because I want to get to lore playing. I want people to experience choice, but right now we're on everybody's time. So I'm gonna be a little bit more directional. Um, I hope that's understood and then not offensive.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm not gonna give him the same exact image because I know success is probably want a guy that kind of looks like himself. Let's do this guy, 883. This will only take me a second. In fact, I'll do the Photoshop over here so you guys can see that process too.
Hello, bro. Please, can you listen to me?
Say what, brother?
I said, can you listen, please? On this character of the things, I would like to know what they represent and how they works in the community. So that is it. I've been hearing about character, but yes. What would be my work if I become a character in the community? So I would like to know my special work being a character. So that is it. So that I wouldn't get confused along the process. So that is it.
I see. I see.
So
Well, this is one of the things. Is like this is gonna lore masters gonna master the lore. Dang right, dang right. But this is one of the things where it's like this whole market behavior. I'm starting to understand as we go through it, and Aaron and I have been doing this a long time. This whole market behavior is brand new. It doesn't really exist. So the whole idea
sorry,
of
bro.
being able to buy a piece of an
Excuse me, bro.
intellectual
Excuse
property
me.
to develop it into
Allah,
a
Allah,
game show.
please, bro. Listen, please. I want to
Yeah,
join a
but brother,
character now.
we're on other
So,
people's time, so I want to just get through the character registration, and I know what you're talking about because you're talking about working for the show, right? But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We want to get
all
through
right.
yeah, so we want to get through this
All right.
character onboarding process, and any guidance you want to help me with that's perfect because I want you to have experience as much choice as possible. Uh, but we want to get into our story today. So I'm trying to get you your character going, and this is the way I do the art. So the art is this Renaissance generator thing. You can literally see the prompt on our generator website. Let me put it in here. So there's the generator in chat, and then on the prompt here, you can literally see it. So you guys can read the prompt while I finish doing the image here. So I think this is a pretty good image for the guy. What do you think? Anyways,
Yeah.
that's the one we're
I
going
like
with.
like it.
He's a good-looking character. So let me show you guys how I stain the image to Boston Potatoes colors. So you won't know what I'm doing unless you know Photoshop. So I'm not going to explain all of that. But I will just show you the process. So when we edit AI art, we want to make it our own output, which let me always say, first of all, use an ethical prompt to begin with, so you know you're not like this isn't ripping anybody alive. This is ripping a guy who's the artist is Theodore Jericho, and he was like alive in the late 1700s. So you know what I'm saying? And it's very much, and I know his art, and this is very much like ripping his art. So
Come on,
yeah.
in the chat. So
Oh, he
they
says his character's job in the lore.
yeah. What was his job?
Oh, I thought he was asking about the job for the show. My bad. Okay. Oh,
Trying to
well, okay,
figure
the
out.
job in the lore that we spun up was a butler for a tabloid. So that would be a media professional, somebody who works for like a media platform. But I don't know what a butler for a media platform would do, but that's already funny. It's already funny. Because I've never worked, like, we don't have butlers at media platforms. Let's be real. And then also, why would they be at the basketball game? But that's for you to decide. This is why it becomes this is why it's part of the fun. Because why is this even a thing? Why does this media who is the tabloid you work for? Because that's fun. And then why do they have a friggin' butler? I'm dead. So yeah, we'll get this pumped out. I'll give it. It's gonna take me 3 to 4 minutes to get it pumped out, and then we'll go right into the story. In the meantime, everybody who's here can go to the Boston Potatoes channel. There is a sub-thread there. In fact, I'll link directly to it instead of just describing it, because we're on Discord and these are things we can do. So if you want to read it, while we're doing this, put it in chat here. Oh no, wait, that's not it. Okay, no, but that is the first game, but that's not what I wanted to do. You don't have to be a butler. That's just what the generator said. So you can kind of say I'm a journalist, which we call lore bards in our world. You can be an editor, you can be the publisher, you can be anything. You can be a bounty hunter for a tabloid, I don't care.
I seriously love the idea of a tabloid having its own butler, because normally like a butler would be for like a really wealthy family or like just one person. It's not like for a media platform. Like I just like we're so good at gossip and rumors that like we need our own like butler. Like it's just outrageous.
No, but e-success, media is the subclass, but what specific job in the media do you want to be working?
Do you want to be like a photographer, a cameraman, a journalist, somebody
You want to clean the
who
news van? You know what I mean? I'm fooling. Well, you could do that. You could be. I'm the guy who cleans the news van.
you're the
Okay,
news
so you're
van.
gonna be a journalist for. You're gonna be a tabloid journalist, and that'll speed up our process.
All right. So
So
you're
you
a
won't be a
journalist
butler.
who reports on like celebrity gossip or like athlete gossip.
So that he's gonna be a lore bard for the tabloid. And why don't you guys, as a group, while I'm doing this, you three discuss what the name of the tabloid is.
Oh my God.
1939, Boston Potatoes, but like Boston area, New England, tabloid name. It doesn't have to be focused on the potatoes. It doesn't have to be like a potato pun. It can be a pun about anything.
I was like, I don't know why I wanted it to incorporate the word fart somehow.
Fart?
Really, that was the first thing that came to mind, was something fart, like the Boston fart. Just like,
Oh, wow. And see, this is where Felix Hotstetter could be planting hot tales in the tabloid about the mascot.
yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! We're getting crazy! We're getting crazy!
Where is the maze?
I'm gonna give this guy an Egyptian name. Nino Osama Harb.
The fart loggers inquisitor. I love. Why does it remind me like something that would be in like Hogwarts?
Well, we'll also ask E-Success, because at the end of the day, I want him to have a great time coming into roleplay, and if he's dreading it because he's role-playing and his character works for the Fart Loggers Inquisitor. Anyway, I think it's
Okay, but
funny.
acronym for something like famous. Um, maybe it's like famous artist. Like it's short for famous artist. It's just like the fart, but it's like fart loggers inquisitor. So like they report on, I don't know, any kind of famous person in the limelight. And that can include sports teams and celebrities from the teams, etc. I'm just spitballing here.
Jeremy, we call him Jeremy Nino.
Jeremy Nino?
Well, I was asking his success. Oh yes, he's gone. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Oh, he left.
That's all right. We're gonna finish. Okay, well, he might be back, but we'll let me tag him when I do these things. Yes, because I want to onboard folks, but I also don't want to do it on group time. Jeremy Nino.
Yeah.
Let's pick this guy's last name. So pick the Jeremy Nino.
Bozzy.
Bozzy. How do
Yeah.
you spell that?
B-A-Z-I.
Okay, Jeremy Nino Bozzy, and then he is 43 years old. So we go 1939 minus 43. And then
This is
while
actually
we're
fun to do this.
1896, so we're in January, it's 1895. And then I do random numbers for the birthdays. It's pretty cool.
June
That's
4th.
April. And then there's 30 days in April. April 22nd, okay. April 22nd, and then it was 1895. And he is a media professional. Um, he's 43 years old. Actually, I copied directly from this thing. 43-year-old butler, contrarian good. He works for... Okay, let's name the platform. Oh, Facts and Random Topics. Oh, that's so good.
Famous and random tabloid. I don't know.
You could... I think to make the acronym land, it would be facts, comma, art, comma, random topics.
Wait, what? Facts, comma, what?
Art, random. Yeah, because the and never puts an A in anything.
Oh, I see. If it's like a sports media tabloid, though, like maybe like,
No, tabloids wouldn't. They don't need to be focused on sports. They absolutely would cover famous athletes, though.
okay.
Besides which, it's probably more fun for the role players to have it be a more general thing.
Oh
It
yeah,
just
random
happens to be covering the
would be.
fanfare of the Beast Fact. Okay, so is that... What are we thinking? Facts, art, random tidbits? I like it. Facts, art, random topics? Facts, ass? Rare beans? I don't know. Okay.
I like, I don't know.
I'm just going to speed this up because none of this is all that impactful. It is establishing a platform in the world,
Okay.
but we want to get to our role play so we can get to our impact. He was supposed to do this 2 weeks ago, frankly. So, also he's one of the folks that we're sort of running into more and more, where they're coming in and saying, "Hey, pay me to learn," and I'm like, "No, no,
Yeah.
no,
Not how
what?
we're,
No, yeah, because you think about the customers, that is part of the premise of purchasing,
yeah.
and that's
It's
why
like
the
being involved
plagiarism
in the
hurt us.
process.
That's why it hurt us so much, is because the crazy J's diminished our market value,
Yeah.
and they to focus market value on themselves that they never actually had.
Yeah. Where are they?
Right. Well, JB is still around, but she's dealing with the very real. I don't feel bad for her, but it's just kind of like, you never had a product. You didn't have a press pass. You didn't have a crypto bears. You didn't have the brand. You stole that idea from us and then said you came up with it. So all they have is the notion that they came up with the idea, but they don't actually have any products born from the idea.
Yeah.
And that's where they're at right now. And even in the social media sector of it, where they appear to be kind of winning and loud, they're not, because everybody who's important doesn't fuck with them. And then, frankly, and then on the back end of Hollywood and Wall Street, where all eyes are on us right now. These guys look
Yeah.
like clowns. They look exactly like what I've been saying. So, I don't know. Basically, I'm more so concerned because our primary customer's been to two lore parties and then hasn't been back, and I'm just kind of like. And then one of the kind of the framework of why was on Twitter, and it was like, oh well, the time commitment is too intense. I'm like, wait, the time commitment is something where I know we're not doing a great job of creating the flow environment where somebody can pop in. We're already telling a story. They'd be like, "Oh, I'm impacting the story. I'm here. Here's a conflict," and then the conflict happens. Okay, they have canon and impact, and then they can leave. That's really the environment that we need to curate as much as possible. Now,
Yeah.
once people show up, they want it should be so fun that they have a hard time leaving.
Yeah.
So I think we're almost done here. So these are the key details here. The AI spits out everything else. So he is a 43-year-old. Ooh, I still kind of want to make him a butler, but anyway. I think that was really funny.
I thought it was funny too. We could put that on the back burner for like another character.
Yeah, you know what? Star doesn't have a character yet, so I'm gonna make her the butler for the exact same platform.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Part half a butler.
Because she's one that she doesn't care at all. She just like because no matter what we give her, she's only gonna spend about 20 minutes on it, and she's just gonna troll. So, um, also, Bree is phenomenal, and I just want to commend you again, Bree. I was talking to her earlier about how one of Aaron and my biggest challenges is communicating what the product is and how to use it and the whole thought process of it, and it syncs up with you so naturally.
Yeah, it really does. Like you just get it. Do you ever play D&D or role play games like outside of this? Free?
No, I haven't ever.
I should make this guy from.
It's honestly completely new for me.
That's it. I'm making Nino bot.
I've just always been random.
Uh, I'm making Nino Jeremy Nino Botzi from Switzerland.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because E-Success is from Nigeria, so now he's from Ballaststraus, Switzerland.
Oh my goodness.
Why a black man that looks like that is from Switzerland? Who knows? But that's the thing. He's not making. He's not.
He's the real Swiss chocolate. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. We're not broadcasting, and you guys are all insiders. So there's been a few people reaching out sideways, coming in here once because I'm very restrictive on social media. First of all, I don't have any like there's no money. Like we had a little bit of momentum, but there's still no money. I'm trying to
Yeah.
get that money, but I'm trying to use the momentum to get that money to then change all of our lives, and I think we can do it this time. I think we can
Yeah,
finally do
'cause
it this time.
we have the market value now to go to a bank, right?
Yes, yes, I can
For a
go get a
loan.
loan at the very least. I can go look. There's 20,000. We've sold 20,000 of developable property in the show. No, it's not 20 grand. It's about 10 grand overall. But like in cash value over 3 years, it's probably around 8 to 10 grand. But in the value that Ethereum will show to the bank, right? Because it's going to be on today's pricing.
Yeah.
It won't be when it was $22,000. It'll be at 3,800. So when Bree bought her stuff last year, she bought her stuff on ETH at 2,100, and now we hit a winter day, which is what happens when we have a bad day and the price goes down. But even now, it's still at like 32, 3,300. Oh, by the way, don't see Civil War in theaters. That is a Netflix movie at best. Okay, let me get back to this. Uh, yeah. It was good, but it was just I'm so tired of going to theaters and feeling like I wasted my money.
Yeah.
It's like if I feel like I could have watched this on Netflix. When's the last time I went to a theater and didn't feel like I wasted money? It's probably one of the Marvel movies. Because that's what they're
Yeah.
for. That's what they're for, right? They're supposed like you.
The last Marvel movie you watched with me, what was it? Was it
Was
the,
it Doctor
we watched
Strange?
a couple. No, we watched a couple. Was it
Ant Man?
Thor?
It was Ant Man. It was Ant Man.
It was Ant-Man?
Ant Man, Quantum Mania.
Or was it Wakanda Forever?
Oh, it might have been Black Panther too. Honestly, all three of those movies were so mid.
We also saw well, we saw the Thor Love and War or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. As a body of work, the last four movies that Marvel's put out have been they're still better than like a network TV movie, but barely.
Yeah.
Like it's like high budget Tubi. That's what Thor: Love and Thunder felt like. High budget Tubi. So okay, I think we have a good. I'm reviewing details, so I don't have to type anything twice. Okay, see media professional, and then I want a freaking computer to do this. You know what I mean? Like they fill out the form. The form fill goes to this prompt. The prompt goes to ChatGPT, and then the character, then that goes directly to Wiki. Then I get an email, and then myself and the rest of the Wiki team gets an email, and then whoever's day it is, or responsibility that article is, would go in and finish the editing process. But I want people to buy a token, go register their character, and then have it on the wiki like immediately. And that's what Kianga and if we are being investigated for central reliance, that's what they're looking for too.
Yeah.
That might be the case, by the way,
Yeah, I know, you told me.
which would explain sort of some of the movements. But I
But
don't
she
mind.
still did a good favor.
Yeah, well, no, and I don't mind. I don't think that would be a. This page is slowing down Firefox because this. Sometimes this happens with GPT. It's not going to work. I bet you spit it out though. So if that is the case, we have not made enough market impact to be punished for anything. The only thing that we would be punished for is promotional. So, did we ever tell anybody, hey, buy a puzzle piece, and a puzzle piece itself, you're going to be able to sell it at a markup for later? I think from day one we've been telling people, no, that's not how this works.
Yeah. You don't give financial advice.
Well, there's that, but also just like, don't buy this as a gain position.
Yeah.
I think really early on, William was saying store of value a lot, but that was on Clubhouse and we weren't being recorded, so it's all good. Also, he's at the time he wasn't like an official representative of the product.
Yeah. What is he up to?
I don't know. I've been inviting him to these things. Honestly,
He's not part of the Cool Kids Club.
the entire group of people that we were on Clubhouse with, not a lot of them are in Web3 doing blockchain stuff, like active in communities anymore.
Okay.
And so that part of getting all those people back is going to be a little bit like herding cats, but I also know that if we just like are able to locally be successful with new people, we'll form a beacon and we'll get all those old people back.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, hey, guys.
Yeah,
What
they're
up?
going to be like, oh, I was there. They're going to have that I was there energy and then come in with that FOMO. But I think we can get it triggered here. I think we can do events because I wanted to go down to LA and get somebody to buy about another 10 grand in the Los Angeles wet fountains to develop. But I was thinking, you know what? The bike shop, Mike Bikes in Roseville. I know those guys. They'd buy $5,000 of lore to develop, just because I asked them to. You know what I'm saying? And that's sort of my angle. It's like shit. I got all these clients I've been building here over the past 10 years. Why not just go there and ask them all, hey, do you want to develop $5,000 worth of lore? Because now, and then when they go see these characters and the lore development, right, it'll be Mike Bikes from Roseville all over those pages. That's just cool. That's just cool. What kind of show does that?
I know. We're
You
we're
go to Rick
revolutionary.
Grimes' page on Walking Dead, and you see this character sponsored by Mike Bikes of Roseville, or this character's owned and developed by Mike Bikes of Roseville. That's fucking cool. That's what we brought to the market, Aaron. That's so cool.
That'd be cool.
So,
It's on potato bacon.
we can just get right into the story. I'm not going to do his wiki thing because the Chat GPT saves this forever. So he's ready. But I'll read the bio since we all waited for it. Born in the picturesque town of Bellestrau, Switzerland, Jeremy Nino Bazzi's insatiable curiosity and passion for storytelling were evident from a young age. Raised in a household filled with books and newspapers, he was inspired by the transformative power of words and the ability to shape public perception through storytelling. Jeremy's journey into journalism began as a young reporter for his local newspaper, where he quickly gained recognition for his inquisitive nature and knack for uncovering hidden truths. His voracious appetite for knowledge led him to pursue opportunities abroad, eventually landing him a position with FARC, a platform renowned for its unconventional approach to reporting.
Oh my god.
I can't read it. Thriving in the fast-paced world of sports journalism, Jeremy revels. He right past tense, GPT. Jeremy reveled in the opportunity to delve in the intricacies of team dynamics and player psychology. Armed with his trusty notepad and pen, he navigated the bustling streets of Boston, seeking out untold stories and colorful anecdotes to share with his audience. Despite facing countless challenges and obstacles along the way, Jeremy's proudest moment remained the publication of his groundbreaking expose on the inner workings of the Boston Potatoes organization. Delving deep into the team's history and culture, which is like brand new, he shed light on the untold struggles and triumphs that shaped their journey to existence. These are where I go in and change it to fit where we're in the story. Passionate about leveraging his platform for positive change, Jeremy is committed to challenging the status quo and influencing team philosophy for the better. Whether you're shining a spotlight on social injustices or championing the underdog, he remains steadfast in his mission to make a difference in the world of sports. His favorite food is Swiss cheese fondue, favorite color is ink black, and his favorite animal is an investigative bloodhound. And they got all the fun details that everybody has. Is there anything that's in? If it's stupid, I replace it with one that I come up with. So he wears a classic fedora and a trench coat. Jeremy once interviewed a retired circus clown turned basketball coach, uncovering a treasure trove of hidden insights into team dynamics and leadership. That would have to be a college coach. None of us are clowns. Well, I'm a bit of a clown. But anyway, an irrational fear of heights stemming from a childhood mishap involving a poorly constructed treehouse. This is what I'm talking about. When GPT does this is gold. That's just golden. That provides so much depth in just a line. Moonlighting is a crossword puzzle enthusiast. Jeremy finds solace in the intricate dance of words and letters. See, that's another good one I'd keep. He likes film noir classics and vintage detective novels, and he likes the timeless allure of mystery and intrigue. He's in love with a fellow journalist with a passion for uncovering the truth, but his heart belongs to the thrill and chase of the pursuit of justice. And he harbors a deep fascination. His other professional interests, he harbors a deep fascination for the art of photography, often capturing candid moments and hidden truths through his lens. So, an interesting, deep character, this Swiss black man that found his way into Boston in 1939, working for Fart. And that's now what success is doing. Alright, so we're ready. Let's just do like 3 conflicts, and then there's only 3 people. It's so tough to do it with just 3. Because you have no neutral kind of angle. But let's go ask a couple questions and see what's going on here. So we finished the turn lore party 2 of 7 with who is the bison spud pig that originally performed, and this is still up in the air. I'm still trying to figure out the nature of the story, and this is what Bree and I were talking about earlier. As a lore wrangler, I'm a little bit confused, and this is what I'm confused about. We're at Media Day Fan Fest, January 1939, and presumably the mascot was doing some floor exercises, including the spud off. And then the mascot that was originally performing at this fan fest for the fans, that's an imposter. That's the guy who's acting crazy. And that costume is missing the dollop of sour cream. And from my understanding, that imposter was not just he wasn't just an imposter. The costume itself was a fake costume. So the real bison spud pig, the individual, and the costume itself are missing.
Yeah.
And the only bison spud pig that we've interacted with is the imposter, who could be Felix in the suit, could be Aaron in the suit, could be anybody who didn't witness the character directly. Any character could be in that suit still. And from what I'm understanding, I don't want to make any decisions for Felix, but from what I'm understanding, Felix has decided to call the mascot Tatanka Tater Bacon. But did he call it? Does he? So he knows the imposter mascot was out there, and I'm gonna leave it up to Felix to clarify his angle on who he is calling Tatanka Tater Bacon. But what we do know factually is that there's 2 different mascots, 2 different people that put on 2 different people that put on 2 different costumes. One of them is the official Boston Potatoes stamped. This is Bison Spud Pig, the real one. But that's not the one who performed. So the one that performed is a fake Bison Spud Pig, but I'm not going to say that the fake Bison Spud Pig is the Tatanka Tater Bacon. Because I'm not sure that that's what we're trying to land on. Anyway, so who is the Bison Spud Pig that originally performed? It's still up in the air. We're not going to resolve it until the end, most likely. That's just as lore wrangler. That's not a conflict I'm going to let resolve that story point until the last party. I might even keep it extended till the next chapter. But are they truly an imposter? If so, who is the imposter? If so, where's the real mascot and who are they? Why are they so bizarre while entertaining fans? The spud off is, and I said this is my note as a Wrangler note. I said the spud off is a bizarre casserolistic ritual, but we haven't discovered the behavioral root. What happened to the cremasi? The Fugazi cremasi was most likely stolen by Carrie Ergen Strong. Where is the cremasi? If Carrie Strong stole the cremasi, it's on a train with him back to Los Angeles. And at this point in the story, after the potatoes play the Yonkers Highness, um, it's in L.A. So that's maybe it'll turn up again at a story point later. Why is the mascot a buffalo baked potato pig chimera? Why not? Well, that's the real question. Why aren't you a baked potato? You're slacking.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I know. It's my aspirational goal of 2024. I want to be the baked potato buffalo pig I know I can be. So who came up
I
with the term bison spud pig? This is yet to be discovered, but Allison is not just the head coach. Remember, she's like a founding governor of the team.
Yeah.
So she's part of the brain group of 100 different housewives of America that's like, let's do a team and name it after a staple kitchen food.
Yeah.
Who came up with Tatanka tater bacon?
Is this where I come in?
And I said Felix Hofstadter has planted the seeds for the tater bacon rebellion. Is there drama amongst potato culture around the official name versus the fan pet name? And that's what I called the tater bacon rebellion. So that's the drama among potato culture around official name versus fan pet name. Why is the mascot a potato-based athletic fever dream scream shouting gibberish? And I blamed it on something that I called Sloxy Chew, which is a sweet gum manufactured by Crumb Core Foods Incorporated. So this takes a dead conflict that didn't succeed from last story bead, and it sort of incorporates it because we wanted the person to be on like pixie sticks or whatever, like on a sugar high.
Yeah.
So this is sort of that. There's this gum called Sloxy Chew that is basically like meth,
I should have.
but it's like sugar, but it'll have like a meth impact. We won't say that in the lore, but between us adults, that's basically what Sloxy Chew is. So now we're fast forward. We're about 10 days after the last event, and I did novelize it. We didn't get much closer to discovering who the mascot is, but we did go through the spud off and all of the conflicts. Let's see what I'm gonna just. This novelization is really important. So we had the coaches that were challenged by an official employee of the BSofA to start doing their media responsibilities, but Allison dismisses the guy due to her apathy, and they continue to investigate the mascot. So the ballsmith of the potatoes and assistant coach Apu Kellogg had accused each other of somehow being the imposter mascot that was performing loud gibberish and hyper-athletic entertainment rituals. The assistant coach Wingate suggests a fantastic idea. The media day and FanFest should hold a spud-off to see which of the two had more similar moves to the imposter mascot, the one with the costume missing the dollop of cremasi that had performed earlier. The rumor, as concocted by Professor Linus O'Shouts, is that sneaky professor that Carrie Strong, the Los Angeles Wet Fountains filter, ran off with the dollop of cremasi on his sudden exit from media day to head for the mid-afternoon departing overnight train to Los Angeles. Coach Kellogg asks Coach Wingate what a spud-off is, and Felix sprints over from a distance he shouldn't have been able to hear the question, having been tending a series of rogue balls, and defines it with confidence. You juggle potatoes into a casserole, Felix huffs. That's not helpful, Ballsmith, chides Allison Narling. You juggle potatoes and make them into a casserole while juggling, Felix elaborates. You just said the exact same thing, laughs Apu Kellogg. I'm laughing because that's literally what happened.
I know. was there.
Make sure they're loaded potatoes, Pat in Florida says with the energy of a pickle, thumbing through a rule book. It says here, page 42, clause 15X, line 33, loaded potatoes. Felix Hotstetter continues his explanation. That's right, Patty Florida is on the ball and the money at the same time. Loaded potatoes are to be juggled. Mascot bylaws. P42C15XL, P42C 15X L33. Now, Coach Kellogg, you should know this already because you're obviously the imposter. First, you have to do the curly fry dance. Then, taking 3 loaded potatoes, wind one to the left, spiral the second to the right, and on the third, toss and cut. Add in cheese for flair. But what's this? A surprise! Add some chopped bacon to the spuddy jumble. The beautiful swirls of loaded potatoes land symmetrically into the dish as cremazy, of course, is added for that hometown crumb core flavor. Top it off with a cha-cha of chives. I have a tail. A tail? Patton asks. Is that what that is? A tail! Felix screams. Patton wheels out a cart with loaded potatoes and proper glassware for casseroles. Not an actual tail, Gerard laments. Not a tail. Not again. Might I suggest for the spud off a prize? Coach Narling interrupts this special tail moment. My BMW! She clearly has zero intentions of following through with this, but it seems like an inspirational thing, and she's getting ready for the season. That ugly BMW with perp potato flames? Asks Apu Kellogg, flexing his acumen. I think so, Linus O'Shatz replies, looking beyond Kellogg's face. Everyone is staring at Felix's freshly prepared spud-off casserole, smothered in cremazy, brought to potatoes fans by Crumb Core Foods Incorporated. Cherish every crumb deep in your core. The ballsmith's moves look precisely like that imposter version of Bison's bug pig we saw earlier, Allison exclaims, having sharp focus during Felix's spud-off performance. You're up next, Apu, Felix says, beaming with pride. Cremazy, chives, and cheddar all over his clothes. Coach Kellogg performs his best at the spud-off, but nobody is really convinced he could be the imposter. Pat in Florida, thumbing through his mascot bylaws again, roars, Aha! See here? He stumbled at the end. He's not supposed to do that. Page 4! Page 4! Power emanates through Patton's voice. Bing bong! Ian really did say that. Sorry, when you guys say goofy stuff, it's going to end up in the lore.
Yes, 100%.
It's just, so when you were doing the instructions as Felix, I just word for word put it directly in as you said it. Kellogg stares sheepishly at his mangled spud-off casserole all over the court of Sebastian Kane Hall. We don't really do casseroles in Jackman, Kellogg says. Besides, this means I'm definitely, absolutely, hyperbolically not the imposter, and nobody should ever ask me about it again. In fact, let's all agree it was Felix because of his spud-off Cassie. He's the imposter, and that's that on all of that. And the gang didn't get much closer to discovering who the real mascot is. So that's where we left off. Is Media Day closed. All of our characters might have done other things at Media Day. So if any of us are going back through this chapter again, not that you'd need to, because the whole point is to create moments to create content out of for a meme. But if people are really having fun, they just want to do as much lore development as possible, you go back and do Media Day again with a different story and be like, okay, when I wasn't attending to the surreal mascot story, I was doing this. So today, let's go look at the game. Somebody's in the audience? Oh, it's the other Spudrucker.
Yeah, invite them up because I can't figure out how.
If you're on the computer, you right-click and invite. If you're on the phone, I'm still getting used to how Discord works on the phone.
Yeah, I'm on the phone, so yeah, I don't know how to do anything.
I never use it on the phone because I don't know. It's like that's why I didn't actually put that in here. Boston potatoes. I want to copy message link. I'm gonna put a message link to chat and to the game, and then we're gonna let's do a couple of conflicts about how they lost the game and how that's related to the potatoes or to the surreal mascot.
Okay.
So the game is, I linked it in the chat there. We lose on January 30th to the Yonkers Highness. 107 to 130. Or sorry, 120 to 107. Um, there's a couple of key moments in the game. How do I open this up all the way? Oh, here. There's a couple key moments in the game, like at the end of the first quarter, Phantom Sam hits a backwards three brochet at the last second. So basically, we're getting our asses kicked. We're down 24 to 30, and with 13 seconds left in the first quarter, and then Phantom Sam hits a backwards three-pointer. So you can kind of imagine a basketball shooting a three-pointer backwards, like you're not looking at the hoop. It's already stupid, but
Yeah.
she makes
But
it,
everyone can go wild.
and everybody goes wild, and now we're only down two going into the second quarter. So that's a moment that now we're in Yonkers. If we're in Yonkers, it's up to us. Like really, it's up to us if we want the mascot to be traveling with the team. I think that's pretty funny. That doesn't happen in the real NBA, but who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like I think it's super funny actually. Now that I think about it, we probably needed to have it happen because I'm just sitting there thinking about the mascot being on the team plane in their full costume, and that alone is hilarious to me.
Allison is so interested in the whole mascot thing because she's like, I don't know, having like an affair or something with the mascot.
Oh, there's an angle.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't she married? She's got
Because
kids.
she's like, I know, but she's like trying to like slowly abandon, I think, the like stereotypical housewife role that she lived for so long. Like,
Oh, because
and
she's like high level professional basketball coach. All of a sudden,
right, she's also like, yeah, founder of like, not founder of the sport, but like governor, of it.
no, she's founder
Like,
of the team for sure.
yeah. So not the sport, the team, that's what I meant. Um, like yeah, I
Actually,
don't know. I,
it fits her playbook too. That's a good storyline.
I've been playing with that in my head, so yeah.
That's a great. I can't tell you not to. All I can say is, hey, and you know better than anybody what ages 11 and up appropriate would be for that story.
Yeah.
My favorite sneaky storyline that I put in Allison's lore is that she used to do like a traveling performance, a basketball performance with a cow, and
Oh, okay. That cow
yeah,
could really shoot hoops.
yeah. Since we're here, this actually might lead into why she's so attracted to the mascot, which is now kind of actually sort of fucked up given the story detail. Holy shit! Oh my god! Wait a minute. Okay,
You're
so
welcome.
when she was growing up in Dodge City, Kansas, she actually grew up playing basketball on her family's farm just south of Dodge City, shooting over cows with a lot of success. Hoofing it, she quickly fell in love with the sport. Anyway, um, so she grew up playing basketball, but then had children at a young age, and obviously there was no professional outlet for basketball. But when there was a professional outlet, and she's in her late 30s, she joins the group that starts the Boston Potatoes. But when she was in her mid 20s, she would go around to county fairs with her cow friend, whose name was Serious Jamie the Swat Hoof. And that
All
cow
right.
would block her shot. So they'd like play one on one,
I'm
and the cow
blocking cow.
would shot blocking cow. But wait a minute. Now, Allison has a fear of elevators because there was an incident in Dodge City in the late 20s. It involved a milk cow on an elevator. Serious Jamie, quote, retired to the farm, end quote, after the incident.
What's wrong with you? Put socks on. Sorry, my daughter just came in.
Hi, Kat. So, Serious
Eh,
Jamie, Allison killed her shot blocking cow by bringing him on an elevator, and then the elevator fell. I don't know if you knew that, because
Oh,
it's a
Sweet.
story hidden in the
fantastic.
subtext, but it is one of my favorite things that I've put into anybody's lore so far. So is that why Allison's
Is
the
this
tag
where I
team
come in
mascot?
with my
She misses her cow friend, okay?
The one that she killed by bringing him on like a 1920s elevator?
Shit happens. She had a little
how is
too
she supposed
many
to know
that
cows can't
night.
go on elevators?
Because cows
Well,
are almost, they're almost, yeah, those things weigh well over 1,000 pounds.
yeah, literally a ton, right? I'm just kidding, not a ton.
No, some of them do. Some of them really do. Some of them are big boys. I'm imagining Sirius Jamie being one of them big boys. Have you ever been on one of those elevators like rated for 1,200 pounds? Like I've seen that before. And you're like, oh, that's 4 300-pound people. That's actually not that many people. But anyway, yeah. So you dropped a cow down an elevator.
It happens.
There once was a coach named Allison. Her based playbook there was so malice. So there was so much malice in. She shot over the cow, which is not so hard now, because she moo dropped the swat hoof and callous sin.
Oh my gosh. That's almost of the language there.
She moo dropped the swat hoof. so
Moo drop water.
so when you moo drop a cow, it means like the cow is falling down the elevator shaft, and you just hear a moo. Oh no.
So morbid. I kind of like it.
But do you see this fucking world we're making? It all fits. It all just works. It's so funny how like everything just kind of works together. The whole baked potato
Well, that's what
casserole thing.
you're wrangling it.
It's all working together. It's beautiful. So now we'll get to the game. Um, I don't need to go play by play, but it is pretty funny to read some of these plays. Uh, but anyway, long story short, we lose. It's not particularly close. It's a close game for a while, but then Yonkers pulls away in like the
I'll be
third
right there,
quarter.
okay?
When is the moment that they pull away? Let's identify what happens
You
in
need
that
to
moment. I think that would be a good
okay.
story
Come here.
jump off point. So we're up. Boston's up. Where are we here? We are up. At halftime, Boston's up. That's fun. What's the halftime show for Yonkers in this game? Let's do that as the first conflict. What's the fucking halftime show? Hell yeah.
It's a spot off. Just kidding.
I'm not even mad at that because it would be so random that Yonkers would be doing that.
Yeah, like they want to prove that they're better.
Yeah, like they hear about our media day and they're like, "Oh, that's a great idea for a halftime show." That's fucking hilarious. But so
And
what we're deciding right now is a thing that now Yonkers, those people have to play around. Whatever we decide is the halftime show is something that both chapters are anchored by, and this is how our lore works: is first come, first serve. So if the Yonkers people got here first, then they would decide for us what the halftime show is. But we get to decide for them what's happening in Yonkers. I don't really have an idea. 1939 first.
I'm imagining like some Bring It On shit,
It's the first
like.
ever game in history. That's what we have to think
Mhm.
about. What's the first ever? This actually might get used in the show, which is kind of interesting. It's just us creating this impact. But the first ever halftime show in BSofA history. It's kind of a big moment, actually. Holy shit.
Okay, so maybe not a split off. I don't know.
It could be. That's how you would get the media day story to really be lore impact. If you want to submit that as an angle, we can do it.
Did you hear
I
me?
want it to be. No, I didn't hear that one. Sorry.
I said Katerina says it should be medieval jousting.
Yes. Is that Allison's angle? Is that her conflict angle? Let's do it.
Okay, fine, sure.
Let's do it. So, where's my thing? Oh, here we are. Okay. So conflict is halftime show, first ever halftime show. we will all three. If you guys like, if all of us have a different conflict angle, that's fine. And then if Kat's just hanging out, she can be our facet voter.
Well, like technically that medieval thing is her angle, but like since she doesn't have a character, I'll have to say it's
Well, if you have your own
mine.
angle, I'll put the medieval thing on Aaron. Because I don't have an idea. So I'll use that. If you have a different angle.
I was honestly thinking that my angle was the petty spud off. Like they like were kind of trying to make fun of us and what we do and then like exploit
Oh,
it.
interesting. Hmm.
But I don't know why their motive would be to be that way unless they were just like a really petty like team.
And that's
But
the team that's founded by the original founders of the syndicate.
so I'm thinking no.
Well, I'm not telling you what to do. Remember, you can submit your angle.
I know
I'm
I'm choosing not to submit that angle because I'm thinking about it further and I don't want
Do you
it.
want to use the medieval jousting? I like that. Because it's
Yeah,
Yonkers Highness, and that does actually kind of fit their vibe.
yeah. They've got like knights and shit out there.
Yeah. I would imagine that I have no idea who the Highness mascot is. It's either the Burger King, straight up, just that guy. Like the same, like we'll just change his haircut. You know what I mean? It'll be so close that people won't know the difference. But then if they actually like sit it down and like compare it, there will be significant differences. You know, but okay. So medieval jousting. Let's see. What angle do I think for the halftime? I should probably. I need to have an angle. What about you, Bree? What are you thinking? Also, since you work for the potatoes and you are the
Give
person
me.
that makes and attends the balls, you're probably there with us. You probably travel with the team, is what I'm thinking.
You are our master ballsmith.
Oh, not master yet, but maybe that's an
No
aspirational
one
goal.
can.
Maybe he
No one
invents
can
the
service
master
these balls
ballsmith.
better.
Apprentice ballsmith.
I love it. I love Felix being the first
You have
master
not
ballsmith in
sniffed enough
BSofA.
balls.
Wait, what was your halftime show suggestion, Bree?
Give me a second to think because my mind was on the other part.
I'm trying to think. Yonkers Highness. I love the royal theme. I really like the medieval jousting thing. If I don't come up with one, I'll vouch for that.
Okay.
I can't really think of a better one than that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good first half.
Yeah, I like that one. Like the only thing that's coming to my mind was the part for the mascot, and if this is where I interject my theory on the Mandela effect
Could Bison
and
Spudpig be
government
the
hush money.
jouster? Is
Oh my
Bison
goodness.
Spudpig one of the jousters?
Are they jousting our potato? They're
Well,
jousting our potato.
wow, that's a line right there. So, I'm thinking I don't want us to make the decision as far as the Yonkers mascot, the Yonkers Highness mascot, who that is. So we'll just say that that's a redacted detail, like a grayed out, unlockable character on the other side of this joust. But I really like the idea of the mascots doing the joust because it anchors us directly back to Bison Spudpig. And now Bison Spudpig could have directly impacted the loss because we were competitive. This is pretty much a tie game at halftime.
Yeah.
But the team is going crazy since we don't know where the Cremazy's gone.
Aaron, I'm picturing a Knight's Tale right now, but like with our mascots.
I was thinking too.
And then like the slow motion joust, and then the Bison Spudpig gets hit, and he falls slowly off of. We should put him on bicycles because that's really funny.
And sour cream.
Unicycles.
Sour cream is leaking out of the wounds.
Oh, I say bicycles people can do. Nobody can ride a unicycle. I want it to be something that people can
I have
actually
a unicycle.
game with. You can
Okay.
ride a unicycle. Okay.
What about tricycle? A tricycle.
Tricycles? That's even funnier. Okay, so medieval jousting on tricycles is Allison's angle. I'm gonna throw an angle in because we do need a conflict. I'm partial to the medieval jousting, but I do want to have a competitive conflict angle. Yonkers Highness. I want it like I'm trying to think of like a Monty Python thing. That whole team is just Monty Python to me.
It's the Holy Grail.
I'm gonna throw in that they're on a big wheel.
A bit. It's 1939. Remember, so it probably doesn't exist back then. But
Bastards.
the medieval jousting. Allison suggested tricycle, but in order to have a conflicting story point, it has to be significantly different than her story point. Otherwise, we merge them. I can't think of anything better than that. That I'd prefer, like that I even want to be in the conversation. What's the? Oh, I got it. Okay. It's sort of the same spirit, but it's enough. It's different enough that. Okay, I'm saying we're bullfighting, but instead of the bulls, instead of like, you have the bullfighter with the red cape and everything, but instead of it being bulls, it's the mascots.
Oh my god, I just came up with mine.
Okay. What's yours?
Ventriloquist dolls that look like the mascots. Because there were ventriloquist dolls were one of the top toys in 1939. I did Google it, and yeah, I was gonna say the halftime show. Felix thinks the halftime show is a ventriloquist competition between dummy dolls of the mascots.
Are we doing like the mascots out on the basketball floor with the spotlights on them? And then you have like voices, somebody else doing the voices, and then the mascots have to like perform as though they're the ones talking, but they don't know what's being said until it's being said.
I'm thinking of like a literal ventriloquist doll that looks like the mascots, and there's two people out there like trying to out ventriloquist each other.
Oh, I see. But we're 1939, so there's not going to be like a jumbotron, and that's really hard to see if you're in the nosebleeds. But if they're in the big,
True.
if it's the same
They
thing,
probably didn't have microphones yet.
No, they had microphones, but I'm saying the jumbotron wasn't a thing. But I'm saying visually, like if you have people with the marionettes or dolls on their wrists, that's just really hard to see if you're even remotely far away from the floor. But if they're in the big goofy mascot outfits and it's the same exact, everything else is the exact same, but instead of the ventriloquist having a hand up a puppet's ass, they're voicing the mascot. I don't know. Maybe I'm
And it's whoever, I don't know.
on your thing. Ventriloquist halftime show.
No, I'm just trying to think of it too. I was just looking at the top toys of 1939, and when ventriloquist popped up, I just tried to throw it in there.
No, that's a great. No, I love it. Um, no, there's nothing acid about that. That's perfect. I'm trying to frame it in a visual context for memeing down the line. That's how I think about everything.
Yeah.
So the visual context for memeing is, anyway, I'm not going to have too much impact, but we'll leave that as the thing. So I'm going to RNG the voting, just so it's fast, and we don't have anybody to vote anyway.
We're not going to do the whole facets thing,
No, we
or
will. We're just going to have the RNG do it for us.
okay.
We're all in the conflict. We all have angles. Because we're here. We showed up. Let's we're here to add levels. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Levels.
We're adding levels. I don't care about everybody else gonna come in and be like, "How are you level 20?" Hey, we showed up. What you doing? You know.
You
So
show up, you don't get
I've been here to every one, and I've literally only leveled up twice.
I've only leveled up twice too.
I think I added 2 last time. I think I've also leveled up twice. Because the first time I didn't level up at all.
See, we got to keep leveling up because we are here.
Because we're here, we showed up. So let's do a random number 1 to 60 for the fulcrum, and then I'll do the same thing for the sidelines. In fact, let's just do it 4. I can do it all 4. The first one will be the fulcrum, and the next 3 are the sidelines. Look, this website's so cool. This dice roll website. Bam. Okay. So the fulcrum is number 18. So Savvy's the fulcrum. That's a good fulcrum for this. It's level of business acumen.
Charisma.
Oops. You say 6 is charisma? No, 6 is fame,
No.
which is also a good one.
Yeah.
6 is fame.
Yeah, I was saying savvy was charisma.
22 is apathy.
Oops, I keep on. Apathy.
Oh, 20 is thespian.
RNG when we're reading back.
And 15 is panache.
And panache. Perfect. So when we're reading back on chat, guys, RNG just means random number generated, which just means it's not a human impacted vote.
Yeah.
And this is how we do small groups. So if people show up, we can do it. I was nervous about going with 3, but this is because you don't have anybody voting with 3. If you have 4, at least one other person's voting for the fulcrum. But this works. So there's our conflict. First ever halftime show. Medieval jousting on tricycles. Bullfighting with mascots. Ventriloquist halftime show. So now we get to roll. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember if I added my levels from last time. I'll go through and make sure because we're not too deep into it anyway. So I'm level 5 savvy. Hell yeah. Allison's level 2. Where's Felix's page?
Number 2 for savvy.
You're also 2. Okay, so that's a three-way roll, 1 through 5. And Allison's first number, I'm second number, and Felix's third number.
Okay.
We're rolling, and I win.
Yeah.
I don't want to win though. Damn it.
Wait, I thought I win. I think I'm the second one.
No, Aaron's second. I did it in order of the chat.
Oh my god, it really throws me off
You know what?
that your character's name is.
Hey, you know what? I agree with you. I think you're right. I think it was Aaron.
I think Aaron was right too, and we are definitely having medieval jousting on tricycles.
Yeah, that's just the better. I'm fine with that. So Allison, you win.
Okay.
That other one was mashed potatoes.
Fame, apathy, or panache. And then this is where you type it in. You say +1 on your Allison +1. All you need to do is say +1 savvy or +1 fame, +1 fame, +1 panache.
Apathy, panache. Yeah. Gotcha.
But as long as it's in the chat, it helps me out so much.
Yeah. We have been doing that, I want to say, consistently.
Yeah, you guys have. I have not been. Congratulations on the level. Yeah. All right. I'll make sure. I'm gonna go through the last call and make sure that all of our levels are balanced because we did add a lot of levels in the Spud Off story. So now we're in the halftime show story. So okay, cool. I love this. This whole lore party is so good already. Shit, fuck yeah. Okay, so we're at the halftime show. I'm assuming so that's +1 fame for Allison, who is now a level 5 fame.
Yeah.
So who wins the spout? Who wins the so the bullfighting with the Yonkers Highness mascot we can all kind of just imagine it's a night, but like a goofy kind of Burger King style night. But this is how we type things that we don't know and that are up to other groups. So their mascot is Redacted. So it's Redacted
Yeah.
versus Bison Spud Pig on the tricycle joust. Who wins this? This can be a conflict. I will say that I think that Redacted wins the joust.
I think so too, because that's where it gets Allison really like fraught, and then she like, because she's having an affair with the mascot, and
Oh,
she's really like distraught, and then so she throws the second half.
And like is this also explains her interest in the mascot storyline so deeply to begin with.
That's why I've been delving into it. Like, why would she abandon her like first ever media day for her team that she governed? Like, it's a big day for her. Why would she leave that for the mascot? Like, she can't be that like interested in like stupid gossip. Like, she's
If you didn't want to
invested
make her a cheater, if you didn't want to make her, I'm not saying if you want to make her a cheater, go for it.
I'm an adulterer, but I don't cheat in the sport.
Okay. I don't need like, hey, it's your character. You can do whatever. You can make her. You can make her the person that tries to bring down the Potatoes franchise. You know what I mean? Like, well, I'm saying story cement wise, the lore will correct, so your impact will be welcomed in, but it won't actually disrupt the pathway that we've set for the Potatoes. But her husband's name is Rustin Dedrick Narling, her high school sweetheart, the father of her children, and a local artist who paints portraits. He could be the one in the costume. We don't know who's in the costume yet. It very well could be Dedrick. I'm
That
sure
he's
Bree
the
will be
imposter,
right back.
or he's the original.
He could be. I don't know. Well, we haven't read it. We haven't put that character into the lore yet. I should probably get him for you because I have the pieces for it. So I'll claim him and like hold him for you. So when you get your own piece, you can take him from me. You might even have enough pieces. I don't know how many pieces you have. They speared our Spud Pig. And you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, and Felix, you can hear us on this other device that you're on, because your other account fell off, but I'm sure you can still hear us. And I'm thinking, the pig kebab. Oh man, it reminded me of my cat. But
I knew you would. That's why I said it.
I'm
Come
thinking,
on.
I'm picturing a Knight's Tale for some reason. You know how they did it all slow mo.
Yeah.
And now you have Bison Spud Pig taking a slow mo fall off of the tricycle, and Allison's face like zoomed in, like oh. She just clearly shook the rest of the game.
Yeah, I threw the second half because my mind was not in the game after that. My mind was like on my beloved.
So is there so the Redacted wins the joust, but the conflict here, anything could happen in the joust. Maybe nobody wins. Maybe Felix throws a ball at. You know what I'm saying? Like there's also you can do whatever you want. But is there a so I'm thinking Allison, are you vouching for
Vouching for it.
you're vouching for Aaron, and then that means that Felix would have to have a conflicting story angle. But if not, I will use a character from our
Are
gallery.
you talking about who wins the match?
No, this is who wins the halftime show jousting competition.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Match, like the jousting match.
Oh yeah, sorry, I thought you were talking about the game. Um,
The games are called matches.
yeah, I mean not really, but like when in sports, yeah, like just in general sports. But the jousting, the joust is it doesn't necessarily have to have a winner. Anything can happen. Allison could go tackle Bison Spud Pig off the tricycle. No! Don't put yourself in harm's way!
You'd have to set up a whole character, the whole thing.
Oh, she can hop in this right now. Hell yeah.
Oh, hey.
Hey, what's up? So, why don't you come in and be Pat in Florida? Just to sample.
Okay.
Here, I'll send you the character on the chat. So, you can be Patty Florida, Cat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't
let me
ID.
get that in, and then there's Patty Florida in the chat there, Aaron. This is Johnny Taylor's character, and he's gonna come in and he's like, "Why is my guy? He has so much story impact already." I'm like, "Yeah, that was the guy we kept letting other people use."
His face, something else, man.
Some of these characters, okay, some of them are so terrible. I did it on purpose. Like that one is particularly one. I'm like, this guy looks such. This is such bad art. Anybody who's worried about being
Here's your
replaced
character.
by that,
Mm.
you know what I mean? Like it's for us, it's funny, but it's just concept art. So there you go. There's Patty Florida, and that'll be Kat's stand-in character. You're a librarian that works directly for the BSofA. You're ignorant good. You're from Bourbonnais, Illinois, and he's really rules oriented. But ignorant is like he's ignorant of like human emotions. He's so rules oriented.
Nice. I know I can base that off someone in my real life. Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah. Bree's other account keeps falling off, but I hope she hears us. I think maybe it's
For the joust.
So Patty would be there too because he's on assignment. So we're all in. She says her audio is cutting out, so I'm having trouble following. Gonna try to fix it.
I think I was him in a past life, honestly. Like I have such a him, except for the fact that he's from Illinois. I don't know how I feel about that.
What's wrong with Illinois? Nothing wrong with Illinois.
Let's go with that. Anyways.
Yeah. Remember, this is a guy who works for the show. There's a person who works for the show. His name is Johnny Taylor. And this is technically his character. Now we use him for sample because when people come in to sample, we do want the lore to be official.
Yeah.
And Johnny is like the one guy of all of our people that I know won't he won't care at all.
He really won't.
He'll just be like, okay, he'll be as curious as the rest of us about what you guys are doing for the character. So,
Can you guys hear me on
vouches.
this one?
Patty, do you have Patton? When we're role playing, I just tend to call you guys by your characters' names, but sometimes I slip up. So, Cat/Patton, do you have a different angle on what happens as a result of the halftime joust?
I said that that one of like there's like a nerd. Let's say there's a nerd in the audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to a Renaissance fair after the basketball game or whatever. Maybe they're just going to lunch. I don't know. They're nerds. I don't care. But they brought like a replica of like a sword or something that they made for like a school project or something, and they have it there, and like one of the mascots accidentally grabs that instead of like what they were supposed to do for the jousting and accidentally hurts the other person, causing like beef.
Well, maybe Redacted grabs the real sword from the kid or the nerd or whatever, and actually harms the bison spud pig, and that's why Allison is distraught.
Yeah.
I love the spirit of it, of changing the jousting
Can you guys hear
equipment
me on this
out
one?
for something that's not. Yeah, we can hear you. That one's pretty muffled, but if you can hear us, that works. Because then we can just do the
I
chat
can hear
thing.
you guys. It's the corded headphone set, so. But the other one just keeps cutting in and out. It's like, I can hear you guys, but I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you just fine, and I can understand you just fine. It does sound a little bit muffled, but since it's just us, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, feel free to chime in and speak up and use those the dulce tones that you have. So Patton, we're gonna nail down your story angle here. We're gonna nail down the conflict angle. A couple of Wrangler notes. If it's a real sword or anything that's actually sharp, we get into territory where it may not be appropriate for ages 11 and up, and then also we get into territory when people are doing this later and they're memeing the content. That could be dangerous. So that's the other thing is I'm thinking ages appropriate 11 up in story context, and for what those, and remember, it could be some 12-year-olds that go out to the park and reenact this for content. So if we put in there that there's a real sword, I don't. I get a little bit weird because people are that stupid. They will go out there with a real sword and film it, and then some kid, we're going to end up being blamed for some kid, you know what I mean? Oh, no. Anyway, I love the idea of the weapon that they joust with not being the jousting sticks. I think that's a thing to build off of. I think Bison Spud Pig losing, that's inherently he's, getting hurt or injured or anything else is like, just the loss of the joust is injury enough, especially because I'm framing this through Allison's perspective, because it's her character's impact and so she's watches these jousters, she's in love with the guy in the costume, but it may be the imposter. It still could be the imposter.
Yeah, is he in love with the real one or the imposter one?
I don't know. And is the person she's in love with her husband, or is it some other guy? If it's her husband, and the husband is secretly wearing the Bison Spud Pig costume, that's funny. And then that plants the seeds for one of us, Aaron or Felix, to be the guy in the imposter Tatanka Tater Bacon costume.
What if it's a woman?
Or if Dedrick, or if Rustin Narling was in the Tatanka costume, and one of us was in the Bison Spud Pig costume. But here's where the Bison Spud Pig, if he's losing the joust, and both Felix and Aaron, or Apu Kellogg and Felix are witnessing this event, then neither one of us are in the costume, because we're not like a magical beings that can be in two places at once. But that doesn't mean we're neither. So this is where the story doesn't really shape this, because it could be the imposter that's jousting.
Yeah, I thought it was the imposter that's jousting because we still haven't found the real Bison Spud Pig with the cremazy.
I thought the imposter was the one missing the cremazy, and the real Bison Spud Pig we haven't found him yet. You're right.
Yeah, so it would be the imposter that's going around right now.
So we're about 10 days into the story, canonically, and Bison Spud Pig is straight up missing. We have like a missing person kind of situation. And everybody's just okay with the imposter mascot being there, because what else are you going to do? That's funny. Now I understand a little bit more about what's going on with the true original Bison Spud Pig. So that would mean that Allison is in love with whoever's in the imposter costume, which means she's probably in on the imposter story. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why I was so involved during meeting today.
Holy shit, the twists and the turns. Okay, so...
Wait, is this where I put in my Mandela effect government hush money theory on the Bison Spud Pig, Tatanka Tater Bacon?
Not quite yet. Right now, that helped clear up what happened to OG Bison Spud Pig in my head, because I was still kind of confused as to where he was at, or she. There's two different things. There's the costume of the OG Bison Spud Pig, and there's the person who wears the costume. So we don't know where the costume is, and we don't know who is supposed to be wearing the costume, and we don't know where they are. But in the meantime, this weird imposter shows up. Carrie Strong from the Los Angeles Wet Fountains might have stolen the cremazy from the imposter costume, and for some reason we're all just okay with this imposter guy keep on showing up and performing the mascot because we don't have a. But nobody's gonna go pull off his helmet or anything and be like, "Who's under here?" So I like it. I'm gonna nail down Patton's angle on the replacement jousting equipment. I think you're onto something there. I don't know about a sword because that's straight up violent. But if it's like a big goofy plastic sword or like a balloon animal sword,
Ribbon candy.
What if instead of like actually having like a designated sword, they just like grab something from like random people in the audience? Oh my god. And they're just so someone has like a balloon animal that they grabbed from like a 5-year-old, and then the
everybody's
other
just
one,
jousting with a thing of cotton candy.
yeah, or like somebody just like grabbed like just straight up like a broom from like the side
I love that.
that like
Wait. So Redacted grabs a broom because that's actually like something you might joust with, and then Bison Spud Pig or Tatanka Taterbank of the Imposter grabs something that you clearly shouldn't joust with, like a thing of cotton candy, and that's why he loses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So random weaponry for the joust. But let's switch it up, Patton, because I want the result to be different than Aaron's suggested result, which was the potato wins or the redacted wins. And now, in your random weaponry, we're gonna make the potato Bison We're gonna make Tatanka win. Imposter mascot win. And then the random weaponry, I kind of like to have these details in place ahead of the conflict. So you said you have broom for redacted, and what does Bison Spud Pig use? Or Tatanka? Hey, I'm gonna call him Bison Spud Pig, but we all know what's going on.
Ribbon candy. A giant piece of ribbon candy.
I'm thinking, like, it's something you have to be able to hold to joust with, but something that's clearly going to lose against a broom. Also, I think we probably set a halftime show tradition in Yonkers. And I guarantee you those people are going to do this time and time again. Have halftime jousts and have their mascots grab different shit from the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, it's an easy bit. It's such an easy bit to go to. So you guys just gave them incredible development material.
My
Well,
14-year-old honor.
So
What if someone sorry.
No, go for it.
What if someone like grabbed like a comically like somebody just like brought something like really random on like a bet, and it was just like a comically large fork. But it was fake, so it wasn't like it wouldn't hurt them. But like it was
Like a cardboard fork.
yeah. Or like
So
it was like wooden.
Redacted to grab one of. I'm thinking one of them has the thing that will win at the joust. That's actually a thing that would win at the joust, and the other one grabs something that you probably shouldn't have grabbed. like a cone of cotton. You know those big cones of cotton candy.
Yeah.
And so he's like riding down on a tricycle with a thing of cotton candy, and then gets blasted off the tricycle because the other person grabbed a broom or a big fork or whatever it is.
What if someone grabbed cotton candy and the other one like had like a bucket of water and they just like poured down the cotton candy so it all dissolved, and they were just like looking down like what just happened, and then they got like knocked out.
Water? It doesn't really work for the jousting thing. It's more
Yeah,
like
it will be the object that they're trying, because of the actual action is not to de-weaponize the other person, it's to get the other person off the tricycle.
Yeah.
So the water.
So funny. I'm gonna go with the fork because I want to get through this conflict. So Redacted has a fork, and Bison Spud Pig has cotton candy. Is that cool?
Yeah, a giant fork.
A giant fork.
There's a giant. You can call it a balloon fork. A giant
like a
balloon fork. Because you can probably actually get one of those for relatively cheap, and people could film this. Bison Spud Pig has a large tuft of cotton candy on a cone. Okay, and then, oh, but that's the thing, is Bison Spud Pig would win. Let's have Redacted have the large tuft of cotton candy on a cone, and Bison Spud Pig has the giant balloon fork.
Wait, wouldn't fork be a cotton candy though? Redacted's supposed to win.
No, Redacted wins my end of the conflict, but Patton's end of the conflict, Bison Spud Pig wins. Otherwise, it's not different enough.
Okay.
Because otherwise, there's no conflict. You're just kind of debating details of the result.
I see.
And that's not now any debate of details can result in the conflict interaction. But the best way to think about it is, well, how can we make these big impacts on the lore that are different enough from each other? So Bison Spud Pig wins with a giant balloon fork. And Felix, if you're not vouching, you can vote on the facet.
Let me take a look and I'll vote.
And then let's try to get to 2 to 3 more, and then we'll wrap it up. I appreciate you guys. This is awesome. This is a great great little sub story here. The first halftime show of the BSofA. This is cool.
So am I just picking the one Falcrum or am I picking all four?
You
Just
pick
the
first
one.
and then I'll do the random numbers for sideline.
Okay. Then we are gonna go with based off of number 5 exposure.
Can you,
Oh, man.
type that for me?
Yeah.
So they said the fulcrum is what now?
Exposure.
Okay, exposure. Okay, and then the sidelines are. All of these are RNG, so it's worth. We have hustle. Oh, you know what? I've just developed a really cool shorthand. Now that I think about it. Okay, and then the last one is 3, which is credibility. Okay, so there's our thing. Aaron is what level am I exposure wise? I'm level 1 exposure. Boo. Allison is also level 1, so we're rolling a 6, and Patty is. Oh, I didn't do this for him yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably level 1 across the board, or
Yeah,
2.
yeah. I have his page is updated. I don't know how it's different from here to this page, but anyway. So yeah, okay. So Patty's rolling a 5. So let's do lower number first. It's better for suspense if you always do the lower number first. So Patty rolls a 2. That's you, Cat. You rolled a 2. And then I'm rolling a 1 through 6. I also rolled a 2. So now we just roll a neutral. That's Cat's the first number. I'm the second number. Now we're rolling 1 through 5. Ah, we win! Hell yeah! Aaron and Allison team up again to win a conflict. Hey, hey, hey! So we're gonna Redacted wins the joust with normal equipment.
Don't forget to level up, Aaron.
You too.
I know. I'm looking.
Oh, I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm just. I want to balance my guy, but I want to. Kind of want to maximize something here. Worth, hustle, and credibility. I'm weak on worth. I don't like
Me
being
too.
weak on worth. I'm gonna go worth.
Yeah, I'm gonna level up in Worth too. That was my first go. I'll write it.
Okay. I got you on the spreadsheet, so you're good there. And then we'll do here.
But I edited one of my things levels in fandom.
Okay, perfect. And yeah, if you're editing on fandom, then we don't need to. So
Yeah.
that's perfect. So now we have we know what happened at the halftime show. Redacted won the joust with normal equipment. Bison Spud, everybody picture Knight's Tale. You have the baked potato buffalo pig on a tricycle, and then you have Redacted, which we're gonna imagine just being like a goofy knight on the other tricycle. They have like a barrier between them. They're riding their tricycles down the basketball court. They both have the normal jousting equipment, and then boom, Redacted hits Bison Spud Pig clear in the buffalo shoulder. We go slow motion. Bison Spud Pig, it's a mascot, so the facial expression doesn't change, so he probably got a goofy smile, and he like falls slow motion off the tricycle, just brutally. And then you cut to Allison Narling's face, both hands over both cheeks, mouth wide open. No!
I'm acting it out.
No! Not my Bison Spud Pig. No! So, now halftime show is over. I'm going to get back into the game and figure out what happens next. So immediately, Boston starts off going. We start going pretty well, but then it goes pretty crazy. So Gerard Liggett makes a running free to pull, and we're up 73 to 66. But then Yonkers hits a slided three-boucher, which is three-pointer with one hand, and that's also worth 4 points. So that's good. And now it's Boston 73 to Yonkers 70. I'm going to fast forward in the game a little bit to the moment where Yonkers catches up. So one of our bench players, Gaylord McGrath, turns the ball over on the inbounds pass. Prissy
Sorry, that name.
Gaylord McGrath.
We should rename it.
She said that she wants to see that character's name.
Gaylord, he's one of the guys that belongs to Irish People Try.
Ew.
Isn't that gonna be funny when they're doing this?
Yes.
Because they're gonna put that out. Once people catch wind of what this is, and they say, "Wait a minute, we can actually do the role play as content too." Hell yeah, that's a weekly video for free.
Yeah.
That's 200,000 views on your video for free, and then we benefit. Anyway, I'm gonna shut
Yeah.
up. I'm so excited about our system. Anyway, okay, so Gaylord McGrath turns the ball over. Prissy Corn on the Yonkers Highness, that's her nickname, is Prissy Corn. She makes a shot and it gets fouled. Nick's character is the one who fouls her. Nick's character's name is Sylvester Juan Marcano. No, it's Silvio. I don't know why it says Sylvester John here, but anyway. Silvio Marcano is Nick's character. And then we go through this sequence of events where our team is just playing terribly. Like from 8 minutes to 7 minutes in the third quarter, the Boston Potatoes really kind of blow a sequence of events. I'm thinking, this is bad coaching. Like, clearly you're not paying attention, Allison.
I know I'm distracted by other things.
So we are now at the end of the third quarter. we're actually back up. I don't know how we blew this game. Boston's up by 7 at the end of the third quarter. So we're going into the fourth quarter. There's 12 minutes left. We're up 7. We immediately blow the lead. We're up 193.
Yes, we can hold on. I think I got it. I got the conflict. Why? How did what caused like the lead? Okay, to lose us to lose the lead.
Did you disappear from the game to go tend to the wounds of Bison Spud Pig?
No,
Okay.
but that could be your suggestion. Mine
Yeah, Aaron
is
could do that. I could suggest that for Aaron for sure.
yeah. Um, does my suggestion have to involve what Allison is doing, or just what happened?
So Bree and I were kind of talking about this, like, what are the rules of the sandbox? Overall, we're trying to keep all of our development local to our specific character. That's
Okay.
why last time when we did the Beamer thing, that is what you could have countered that and said, hey, that's a little bit of acid. That's kind of dipping into my thing. But I checked and you said no, I'm cool with it. So we went ahead and did the brown Beamer with the purple flames. And obviously,
Yeah.
you can paint your car anytime. You can be like, I painted my car. It's so easy. It's so nobody can come. You just say it. I painted my car. My car's now pink. It was
You
brown
guys
and purple
lost. I
for a little
painted my
bit, and now
car.
it's pink. You know what I mean? So that's really easy to undo things that other people have done to you if you don't want them. But overall, we're not trying to impact other people that much. But that's why we check. We always want to check. So like here, that's why I was checking to see if like, oh, did you leave the game to go see to go tend to the secret lover mascot? Because that would be why we blew a 7-point lead at the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah, that is it. But hold on. It's because I leave it to you, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm a
I
terrible
leave
coach.
you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
I'm looking to you for the second half, and you just didn't have any plays prepared,
oh no. Well, the
etc.
start of the fourth quarter is when we lose the lead. So your coaching brings us to the end of the third quarter. Boston's up 193. We're up by 7. But with 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, we're down by 3. So if you
Okay.
leave at the end of the third quarter and I'm coaching the first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, that would explain why we're losing all of a sudden.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
even score. They just run off 10 straight points on us. Ugh.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you weren't prepared to be thrust into the position.
No, yeah, exactly. So, and I would blame you even because you're the one who's supposed to be head coaching. What are you doing?
I got personal affairs to attend to, literally, and
So
honey.
you have. I'm gonna open up the game log on my drive because it's harder. It's so hard to read on Discord. Okay. So yeah, that makes sense. That we have a good moment for you to depart the game. I'm not sure Allison cares too much about basketball at this point. I feel like she's kind of like a seasoned. I don't know. It's your character, but this is this is my interpretation. I'm going to reserve my interpretation for after the game. Yeah. So we just get. When's the key moment where we really start? Oh my God, we do terrible. We score 10 points in the first 8 minutes of the quarter. That's it. Yonkers scores 22. So I guess that's my fault as the coach. So what's happening then? So if we agree that Allison leaves at the end of the third quarter, I don't have any dispute on the context of her leaving because of what the seeds of the seeds you're developing there. I want to know why the team starts going. So it can't just be the coach. It got to be something tangible that happens. Is there something I said? Is it because I'm singing all the plays? Like what's going on?
the other team swapped out the hot setter's hot grease ball for some other ball, and the potatoes weren't ready for it.
Okay, so Felix swaps out the ball. Okay, I like that.
No, Felix didn't swap out the ball. The other team swapped out the ball. They got rid of our regular ball.
Okay, well then that would still be a Felix angle because he would know.
Yeah.
So but that would probably be a post game thing of like, hey guys, I'm pretty sure they swapped the ball out mid game. They're not using the official BSofA standard. So why? So it's okay. So I'll put that in there. Why did the potatoes blow the lead? So Allison, I'm gonna actually put you in the conflict here. Your angle is Allison left. Oh, I don't want to. I said the angle, but I want to make sure you're okay with it.
Yeah, to go 10 to the, yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm gonna vouch for you.
I think I'm really just for you though. Okay, or whatever.
Oh no, it's all this. It's the same bead. I'm saying Allison left to go 10 to the mascot, leaving the responsibility to coach the rest of the game to Aaron.
Yeah.
Which is a terrible thing to do in your first game. But
Yeah.
honestly, this sort of demonstrates your attitude as a team owner too.
Yeah.
Like you're not getting fired.
I need a difference.
You know what I mean? Like you're not getting fired. You helped start the team. Like you're not getting fired. So this is sort of that attitude, I think.
Sounds to me like I need to level up my apathy.
I'm gonna add to your story beat that one of the reasons why we failed is because I tried to sing all of the game instructions a cappella.
Oh my god.
And the team didn't respond.
Oh my gosh. Why would Aaron do this?
You didn't read his bio, did you?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, this is one of the things I planted in there for myself. Because I'm trying to get good at this bear musical thing, so I'm like, shit, I need to practice singing as much as possible. Okay, so Aaron vouches, and then Felix says Yonkers replaced the BSofA official hot grease ball with I mean, I'm imagining the ballsmith would know all of the different types of basketballs. So there must be like a style of ball. Now remember, it's not super high fantasy, so the ball still has to be a basketball. It's not going to be made out of ice or anything like that. But it could be like the materials of it could be different. Oh, it's like a polyester cotton hybrid, or it's a
It's different, like it's a little heavier.
Yeah, canvas and plastic, a surface. It's not official. I'll change it when you come up with the name, but I'm gonna get the story beat down. Does Patton have an angle? Or does Patton vouch for Felix? Or if Patton doesn't vouch or have an angle, then Kat gets to vote on what this is based on.
She'll vote for what it's based on, because she wasn't really following.
Okay, sweet. Do you guys have the P plug?
Yeah. So,
what do you think why did the potatoes blow the lead? The two angles to the conflict are the head coach left to go tend to the mascot, leaving the responsibility to coach the rest of the game with the ball at the round table. I love that.
choose one of these facets that we will all vote on to see who wins the conflict. We're gonna roll for it. Yeah. Credibility is what she picked.
Okay. Fulcrum. Okay, and then we're going to do the 3 sidelines, random again. $31, $26, and $53. 31 is innovation. $26 is efficiency. And 53 is growth. Okay, so Allison's credibility is 2.
Is 1. No, mine's 1.
No, I think you leveled it up last time.
I did not.
You added a level in credibility last session. Because it's on our spreadsheet, and the edit was from last session.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't edit it.
It's not on the wiki yet.
Okay.
But I haven't actually gone through and done levels for the wiki. And also, I think...
Well, I did level up in credibility. I have it on my spreadsheet.
Okay,
On my Rick spreadsheet. So yeah,
so you're level
Felix
2.
is since is 2.
And then I'm level 3, so you're rolling an 8, and Felix is rolling a 5. So we'll do Felix's first. All right, Felix, it's stacked against you, but let's see if you get it. Oh, you got the 5! Oh, you got the 5! Nice. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that a little nerve-wracking? It's like says
It is a little.
1 through 8, 1 through 8. Oh, we got it! Oh, whoa! A little nerve-wracking. That's a 6.
By a hair.
Okay, all right. So that means Allison wins, and our story wins. So, ooh, look at us just adding levels, though. Ooh, we cleaned it up today. All right, I'm gonna go innovation, efficiency, growth. Let's see.
Efficiency.
I have nothing on innovation. I might do that. I have nothing on efficiency either. I have nothing on any of these.
Me either.
Perfect.
But I think I'm gonna level up in.
I'll go efficiency.
Actually, I need to pick from skill, so probably efficiency.
Yeah, we have efficiency and innovation, both in skill. That's what I was looking at too. It's like my overall, I want to keep that balanced as I go forward as much as possible. Okay, cool. So that means Allison wins, and Allison left to go tend to the mascot, leaving the responsibility to coach the rest of the game to Aaron. Aaron tried to sing all of the game instructions a cappella, and the team didn't respond. So Allison's +1 in efficiency, and I will make that edit on the spreadsheet.
So sorry, Bree, you were really close.
You were so close.
We actually thought, I like for a second there thought, I was like, no, we're not going
I
to
know,
make
I saw
it.
that 5, I'm like, there's no way we're getting, even though we're rolling 8, there's no way. So, officially, we blew this game because Allison left at the end of the third quarter. She left me in charge. I sang all the game instructions, and then the team fell apart. So now we're at the end of the game. Now let's keep track of like what's happened in this game. So the game happened. We have the play log. All of that happened as it says. But the halftime show, we had an emotional moment where Bison Spud Pig lost, and Allison, it set the stage for Allison leaving the game, which is perfect. It's like a perfect 1-2 combo. So, real time, maybe 45 minutes after this halftime show, Allison leaves the game herself, from 45 minutes to an hour, and then leaves her assistant coaches in charge, with Aaron being the lead coach and Bella there. And we just kind of blow it. Now, after the game, we're at the press conference. And Patton is pretty much the only person here who is going to be even like in this lore party qualified to ask questions at a media presence like that. So it's up to Kat to run this press conference and ask Allison, Narling, and Apu Kellogg why we blew the game. And we already know the reason why we blew the game. This is going to be the last conflict of today. We'll wrap it up, and we're going to find a conflict here in this press conference. Where do we go with the conflict? Obviously, Aaron might be a little annoyed at Allison, and then Allison might be a little annoyed at Aaron.
I think Allison wants to. Okay, that could be your conflict, or like the basis of your conflict. But I feel like Allison is gonna like try to cover up the real reason why she left.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so the
she's
press
gonna
is holding us to account.
Yeah.
The press is asking us what the drama was of the game. This is Yonkers press, it's Boston press, Patty Florida's there. Felix, I don't know if he'd be at the press conference. He'd probably be cleaning the basketballs or whatever. But it's up to you. I mean, you're clearly in the environment. You can be walking through. I mean, I've worked this stuff for 10 years, so it's feasible for you to be in the same room as the media conference is happening while doing your stuff, especially back then. The press is asking what the drama of the game was.
I'll just be off on the side muttering to myself about potato bacon, potato bacon, while this is happening. Like, I'm listening to you guys, but I'm still torn.
No, there might be you might have a conflict there. You might have a conflict there. The press is asking what the drama of the game was. Allison's side of the conflict tries to cover up. I don't even know what to call your angle on this, Allison. Like, it's not exactly apathy. I'm not saying like you don't care about the Boston Potatoes or their success, but you're clearly very distracted.
I'm very distracted. My mind is just not in it right now.
Yeah. I'm going to say that you try to shift the blame to me as much as possible during this press conference. And to be fair, I did have a negative impact on the game. To be fair. But I'm over here saying that shouldn't have been my responsibility anyway. And that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to come up with a competing conflict here. Well, okay, now Felix has a conflict. He hasn't been in the conflict in a minute. I want Felix to have a chance to level. So you're off muttering to the side. You've already shown, Felix has shown that he'll speak up out of turn. He doesn't give a shit. I'm going to say you're playing with your tail off to the side.
The fucking tail.
It's my tail. I can play with it if I want to, okay? How do you think I service the ball so well?
Fucking tail.
Tail polish. They are tail polished. I mean, everybody wants hand done these days, but have you ever had tail quality work before?
Tail quality work.
This is why you are the master ball.
Yes. These things, they're natural for me.
I picked up the spirit of what you said.
When?
Just now, because I want to get a conflict that Felix is representing, and so the press is grilling the coaching staff on why we fell apart. Allison is trying to cover up her. Now, both of these things can be true, but we're going to have the conflict interaction anyway, just to get some level set. And Allison, you you are safe to participate in this conflict because did not actually have an angle in who won the joust. You sat out that conflict. You vouched for me, but you weren't the
Yeah.
main person. So Felix, here's what I got for Felix. Playing with his tail while cleaning basketballs in the back of the room, he yells over the room, "It's all Tatanka Tater Bacon!"
Mhm.
I'm not even going to put that in because I don't want it to even be a suggested lore or detail unless Felix is okay with it. That's sort of what I was saying. The spirit of what you're saying, he's off to the side muttering about Tatanka Tater Bacon. In order to create more of an impact into this lore moment, he'd have to yell over the room.
Yeah,
Imagine,
he's
like,
muttering to himself, and then every once in a while he'll just yell, "Tatanka Tater Bacon!" Like somebody will be answering a question from the press, and he'll just shout over them.
Gotcha. It's not different. It's not like a that. I was sort of saying that these things could be happening simultaneously. We want to have a thing that's completely different from like something that like Allison. So if you're the press and you're writing about this game, you're writing about Allison and her and quoting her, covering up her extremely distracted focus, or you're writing about the ball smith yelling from across the room, blaming it on the imposter mascot. But with the way that you're framing it, it's sort of like he's doing this in the back of the room and just every once in a while yelling. And that doesn't create enough, like that would be, maybe somebody would write about that, but they're not going to write about that instead of what Allison's talking about.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, so he's very obviously focused on not their interviews, but the Tatanka Tater Bacon Spud Pig conflict.
I want to add a line here because it's funny. And it's sort of like, why'd you guys blow the lead? And then I hear Felix from the back of the room while cleaning basketballs. It's all Tatanka Tater Bacon! We're missing the cremazy! And then that's it. End scene. I'm going to vote this time. And because I want Kat to experience leveling, Kat, pick Felix or Allison to vouch for.
Felix?
You're vouching for Felix?
Yeah, she's vouching for Felix.
And I'm going to vote on the fulcrum. I'm going to sit this one out. I'm going to say the fulcrum is strategy. That's skill. That's number 38 on skill. I'll get the sidelines done.
I'm level 5 strategy.
We have we have hustle. We have ambition. And we have solitude. Okay, so we have Allison with level 5 strategy. That's good. And Felix has. What the hell is your thing, Felix? Okay, so Felix's strategy and Patton's 2, so you're going to be rolling a 7 for Felix, and we're going to roll a 5 for Allison. Alright, Allison, let's see about it. You got a 4, that's good. Okay. Competitive, strong position. Ah! That's actually a good thing. I wanted Felix to level today. So Felix wins. And Patton wins. And we wrapped up the game. We got through the game. I think we can wrap up the lore party after that.
Ambition or solitude? Okay.
Solitude is traditionally going to be a hard one to level. I'm going to be leveling that every time I get a chance to. Patton's +1 hustle. Okie doke. There we go. Alright, Johnny, you got a level edit and hustle. Let me,
I gotta take off, you guys.
Yeah, me too, me too. This is the perfect time to wrap it up. And
Okay.
that means Felix is going Solitude from 3 to 4. And I will go back through the chat and make sure levels are added from this party and the last party. But for now, everybody, thank you for coming. Our next one is Wednesday at 4:30. I was thinking about doing a replacement one tomorrow, but that's nobody showed up. Not saying nobody showed up, but this one was a small one. And if it's the same thing, small, we'll just keep doing it. We'll just keep on adding. We'll develop our characters. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Make sure to check out the new Crypto Bear songs.
All right.
There's 4 new ones, Aaron, on my bubble. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.